Today on the Bthekid Podcast, we're sitting down with the minds behind EMP Studios, one of the most created hubs in Fort Worth for artists, and visionaries. This isn't just a recording space. It's where real stories get told and big ideas come to life. We're diving into how it all started, what they built, and what they see coming next. Let's get into it. Introducing Matt. It's the EMP guy right here, the minds.
My name's Matt Butler. I'm the lead engineer, producer here for EMP Studios. I work pretty much in tandem with Amari and Christian. So
Therapy. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
40K streams on all songs. So I gotta go listen to that man.
Yes,
None but heat.
Yo Remedy, yeah. So.
And we got Unc right here too. Let's not forget him.
Yeah.
The videographer, cameraman.
Yes, sir. So really what we wanted to talk about, man, more than anything was our show, the Weekly Mix, man, that we started, and that Daniel here fucking was cool enough to put in the effort and all the time to edit and do those things and kind of capture us and bring it to life, you know what I mean, and kind of see what we were doing in terms of the artists that we're working with, the music, the projects that we have going, just lots of different levels, different forms of media, trying to really create a sound and a scene. But yeah, Amari came on and Christian right about the same time. They kind of got that going. You want to tell them a little bit about, when you first came here and.
Shit.
How do you feel about being and working on being a producer?
I mean, it's a dream come true,
Absolutely.
I always told myself when I was younger I'm never going to work for anybody else. I'm always working for myself, and music always been my passion of mine. So when I found out I could do this, engineering and stuff like that, I was just like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Like, this is it.
Yeah. I follow that. What about
I think
you,
also
Christian?
for us too, one thing that we discussed was before we started here, we kind of were at a limit where we knew we couldn't progress unless we worked with other people. We had collaboration. For me, like I interviewed with 2 other studios, didn't really go well. I walked in here, and as soon as I walked in here and I met Matt, I knew this is where I wanted to be.
Therapy. If you don't mind me asking you, why did you pick EMP Studios to record at?
Oh, it was my connection with Matt. Oh God, that's the man right there. For real. Like Matt cool. He a vibe. Like he listens. Like he his own person. He ain't put on no show. He will actually like mess with you and then like tell you about your music and everything. And his vibe shows it. He a cool laid back ground to her man. So that's why I picked Matt. That's the guy right there. Bro.
Come on, man. Much love, bro.
What about Unc? What about you?
It's been a long time. Since I've been in the industry. As far as I used to be an artist, and at first I started doing videos. But then life be lifing. I had to take a step back for a little while. But my nephew Amari on the beat. What I'm saying? I kind of like led him to what he's doing now. You know what I'm saying? So
Made by Poppy.
Mixed by Poppy.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? So he kind of brought me back, in the industry with the videos. He knows what I do. So one day he just said, come to the studio. He talked to Matt, and he let Matt know what I do, and he just let me go from here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, go here, like, you let a dog go. You know what I'm saying? You let a lion just run free. That's kind of how it was in here with me on the video.
Hell yeah, man.
Because I know what I'm doing, and I know how to do it.
Yeah.
So like now it's just a blessing to be able to utilize this and be a part of the project and EMP.
Absolutely.
No, you fell in our laps, man. We said a week earlier, like, we should get a videographer. Like, we were seeing everything that was going on around us and just, like, this scene that's being created and the great music and fucking, like, we should catch this on video. Christian was really the one that pushed that, man, because, if only to archive these times, you know what I mean? Something you're always going to look back on and appreciate. But,
Yeah, exactly.
But really and truly, it allows everybody to kind of see what we're doing. Audio is huge as far as content on YouTube. There's a lot of people that love messing with music, and so if you can teach a little bit, if you can show, inspire a little bit, if you can just fucking show what you can do, you know what I mean, and people see that shit and say, I want to create like that. I mean, it's a beautiful thing no matter what it does, where it goes. So
That's facts. It's got a little team together. Great team, you know.
yeah,
I heard a lot of artists come over here. Mid tier, low tier, high tier.
yeah.
It's amazing. You know, I record here too. Working on it.
Hey, you're rocking it now, man.
Shit. Just wait till y'all hear. I'm on the rise. Yeah,
I'm so proud. When
music video coming soon. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That shit. I don't even know how I did that, but it was fun.
But you know what, man? Everybody's like you want to do it, you can do it.
Facts.
If you want to do it, we got you. We'll figure it out,
And
man.
one thing, like,
You know?
with this weekly mix is we wanted to kind of capture that magic that happens that we see on a daily basis that most people don't get to see. You know what I mean? With working with the studio, we get to see all types of artists and all their personalities, and the way that we hang out and we make music and we have fun with it, you just can't recreate that anywhere else but a studio. And so we want to capture that on film, not only for us to be able to watch it later on in life, but also maybe inspire the youth, maybe, you know, teach people some things while we're doing it, as well as showing what we enjoy too, as part of that.
Yeah.
So, Matt, if you don't mind that I ask, what is your weekly mix?
So really, it's kind of capturing the week before. You know, we're gonna release it every Friday, and we're already 2 episodes deep. So we're coming into episode 3, which will be released this Friday, and so on and so on. But it's just that it's showing what it's like when we work with artists, like you said, of all tiers, and really getting a view of the moment. Daniel's great at like not being invasive. So it, you know, we're starting to get kind of used to the cameras just being there, you know, all the time. So it really is just getting us in our element. And I think when it's organic and candid like that, it's very fucking cool. So it really is just, we're condensing down what we experience, the artists that come through, and it's cross-promoting them as well. It's a platform to really show, you know, hey, there's some really talented people that we're, you know, fortunate enough to work with here as well. So that, the activity throughout the week, you know, different engineers, but really the core of it is Christian, Amari, and I, because we really are in here the most, working the most, you know, creating it. We have a couple guys that you'll see in and out of the show, you know, they're very much part of EMP. It's just, it's more FaceTime and the bulk of the work being done, but yeah, condensed down, and then a little bit of our lives outside of here as well. So kind of getting into that, just so you can kind of follow the people, get to know the people, you know. So
What does EMP stand for?
Endurance Music Productions. Yeah.
Energy is more positive. I like
Right
that.
on.
Energy is more positive. You fuck with that.
It's cryptic, whatever you want it to
Yeah.
stand for.
What was the original vision and how has it evolved?
The original vision was just to grow this thing, and we've grown this thing. And so now 2025 has been a fantastic year for us, man. Things are really rocking. And meeting therapy, I also met Amari, you know, and so I thought it was really cool when therapy came, you know. I met this other cat that was hanging out, you know, and he's like, he started asking me questions about audio engineering and stuff, and I could tell, you know, he was, you know, that was into it. So we got in that conversation, and I was like, "Sure, you do it too, man?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm therapy's engineer," you know, like, and that was different because I was like, "Oh shit," you know, like, yeah, no shit. So. But you know, like, but he was very cool. Like a lot of engineers, at least in my pathway at that time that I've had, you know, those kind of interactions with, have been very defensive, or you know, I mean, because it's a tough business, man. It's a tough fucking business. You know, you got to grind and you got to have clients, you know, but he was not, man. He fucking wasn't, and he was really cool about just, you know, sharing ideas and being collaborative, and that's really what I wanted. I was like, if bringing on somebody like. When you have people come and they are all really good at what they do and they're all down with sharing ideas and interacting and doing that thing, like the real collaboration, it's
no ego involved.
Everybody's game gets elevated. The ideas are just there's always going to be something greater than you know as a whole, I guess, the sum of its parts. So
okay, what kind of vibe are you trying to create when people walk into EMP?
You want to take that one, my man?
Shoot. Honestly, a comfortable, homey vibe. Anything that makes them feel like they're welcomed here, you know? Anytime artists come through, my checklist is get the lights, make sure the vibe is right, you know? What color you want? Make sure they got drinks, you know, if they want something to drink or if they're hungry or something, I always hook them up with something to eat or something like that.
And vapes too, right?
Yeah, something, whatever. Like, if they need it, I'm gonna make sure they got it, because I want them to feel welcome and at home at EMP, because this is going to be their next home.
No doubt.
After they realize what we can do.
This is a question for everyone. What's a memorable moment that happened in this studio that y'all?
Oh man.
Everybody at the same moment.
You know, down for real. I don't even know about that
He was
one.
making his single.
Man, it was
Your
badass,
single?
dude. Yes, the one that's about to drop, man. It is fucking killer.
What is your single called, Therapy?
Intuition.
Intuition. Is it hip hop, rap, R&B?
I create my own type of music, so it's like I have my own style, I have my own plethora and everything. So like you really just have to listen to it.
Yeah. It's definitely a mixture. It's energy. Yeah.
My most memorable are all the memories that we make when sometimes we have conversations, you know what I mean, after we've had a really good day, and some of those conversations have been amazing. Like, we are very grateful for each other, and we always make sure that we know that. And so some of those conversations that we've had late at night, you know, when it's 1, 2, 3 in the morning, those are definitely memorable for me.
Yeah, hell yeah. I agree with
For
that.
me, it was the live band rehearsal. You know how we did Sammy's band, because you guys made Sammy's beat from scratch that day. And then,
which is episode 1, by the way.
Yeah, you can see the weekly mix, episode 1. Sammy.
Episode 1? Just tune in, guys. Episode 1.
Yeah,
Weekly mix.
Just see what everyone is capable of, and you know what EMP does, and the versatility, you know, that Matt and everybody has, because everybody touched the beat, you know, all 3 of them. And then actually see the live band meeting everybody the next day, and you know, get the behind the scenes. So for me, it's every time I come. You know, because I'm recording, and you know, every week I'm getting everything. So my answer is every day. You know, and you know, it's a blessing to even be here. You know, with these guys.
Nah, we're just
My
lucky,
dad
brother.
bringing me in.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that's my most memorable moment. And working with you and making your hit.
Yeah,
You know?
shit, that's
As
just
you can
great.
see, you know, and doing the skits and stuff like that. So
And tell me a little bit about visual intellect, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, visual intellect. So that's my brand. That's what I created as far as what I want to push, because I'm from the Virgin Islands, and I also have a nice visual intellect when I do the camera. So that's what the name came about. So that's my new brand I'm trying to push, and I'm trying to promote that as well. So everything you see with EMP, it's shot by me, you know, visual intellect. So eventually we're gonna implement that into more promotions and stuff, and you know, even working with you and doing other things too. It's the visual intellect, you know. So it's just my brand that I'm trying to build, and you know, I want to do it all: music videos, skits, you know, short scenes, vlogs, you know, whatever you name it. You know,
We actually got a vlog coming out, and we was at Texas Live. They invited us out to watch some fights.
Yeah.
We interviewed a couple fighters. It was pretty lit.
That's what's up.
Shout out Quentin, he knocked him out in like 30 seconds, bro.
That's our guy, and he actually he kept his word, and he was the main event. You know, so it was great. But we're making moves, man. You know,
That's
working every day.
That's it, man. This is a beautiful city for that. It is.
How important is community in what you're doing here?
It's so important.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
team.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, if you have to have that gel in order for that magic to be created, you know what I mean? Like with you, the more comfortable you got with everybody in here, the better the song came out, right? So that's important for the artist to also feel comfortable as well.
Any tips for someone trying to open or run a studio?
Ooh, shit, man.
Honestly, just start. Really, like, don't be afraid to invest in yourself. You can't be good without spending some type of money. You know, scary money makes no money. You know, so like honestly, it starts from the little things. Just if you could buy a little mic here or a little interface here and there, you know, like little stuff that you need for the studio. You don't need to buy everything at once, because that's when you're gonna go broke, and then you're gonna not want to do it anymore, because now you're like, damn.
Keep it exciting, basically.
Exactly. So like, you gotta invest in yourself, but don't be afraid to do it slowly. You know.
I'll fuck with that, and I do believe that it takes a lot to get in front of a camera, sit down and talk, to go in a studio and try to rap or try to sing or make any type of music in front of anybody.
Yeah, he knows from experience.
Facts. It gets nerve-wracking, bro.
Yeah,
but
he was so nervous.
yeah, I'm sure. Hookah. I ain't got one today. But to sit there and start is a blessing because you always gotta have your own story and work hard to be where you want to be, to the point where you're performing in front of 20 people and you don't know them and you're nervous, but it builds you up to when you finally make it and you're performing in front of 20,000 people, you know? Then the nerves are like, oh, I already did this. So I feel like it's always a blessing in disguise. Are there any new services or expansions or collabs coming soon?
As far as collabs, I mean, I'd really say we've got a solid roster of artists that work here pretty regularly, man. Therapy's at the top of that, man, and really like having them work with each other as it goes, like as you know, there's strength in numbers. So as one catches steam, it's an opportunity to kind of bring the others along. You know, everybody's really talented, everybody's really solid, and very much wanting to do this and creative in their own ways, man. So, and everybody's really cool. You know, we set out to that as well. The vibe had to be really universal, and it is, man. Nobody's a dick here. Everybody loves fucking music. Everybody works hard. Everybody's about it, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's the goal is really to kind of get those collaborations, you know, getting them in together, doing stuff like that. We have a fantastic 23-year-old Nigerian neo soul singer named Wisdom, and I mean, she's an incredible artist, like actress, all kinds of things. Very much a multitasker, very much. And it was funny. Oeo Kills had his video shoot here in the green room and shit like that, the showcase. And when she got here, man, she was just like decked out, fly as fuck, and directed the motherfucker pretty much, man. Like just had it down, you know what I mean? And it was cool, you know what I mean? I really dug the energy, and everybody responded to it, and it ended up badass, you know what I mean? Like so, just one of those people that's a natural performer, you know, very much natural in front of people. So. I've always loved male and female vocals, that contrast is a big thing in music, man, especially in arrangement, you know, like punch you in the fucking mouth or quiet, you know, or that back and forth exchange, you know. We're trying to get her to play that role, to really have that male and female contrast, man, you know what I mean? So that's at the goal. The first artist that Dre asked about her, he was talking about like a backing track.
Dre Styles.
Yeah.
Dre Styles.
Yeah, Dre's another artist, man.
He's gonna be vlogs.
Yeah, he sure
First
will.
vlog, Dre Styles.
Yeah, the weekly mix will be the next one that comes out, man. It was El Sam, which is Sammy's band, which is a really cool lo-fi punk rock band. Very cool. About to drop a single named Changes. That one we produced together, Sammy and I. We set out to just walk in a room and have a song by the end of it, the sessions, every time. Don't have any ideas coming in and create it all right here, man. And we just pick up instruments and start playing, and I'd program a drum beat. Then I found out he was a drummer. He didn't tell me to like 3 songs in, you know. So then like some drums and shit, but just and build something from scratch. You know, that was what we kind of showed in the first episode of the weekly mix, of how we can all come together for ideas and do that. You know, like the last one, the one that came out the best out of this whole EP that we've done together is the one that us 3 worked on, all of us. You know, like the Changes is the single now, and it was like that's what's shown on episode 1 is where like Amari's doing chops and like it's genre bending. It's very, very cool in that regard, man. You know what I mean? Like that's episode 1, and then episode 2 was showing Therapy when he's working on bits of the single that he's about to drop. You know, Intuition that we were just talking about, which is a fantastic. I mean, the mixes that we're bringing out of here right now, man, are so solid, brother. This is like the work has really come to a place where you can just. It's beautiful. You know, you compare it, you A/B it to a lot of things that are going on in the industry that's going on right now. It's something we're really proud of, and it comes from that collaboration. You know.
We wanted to kind of open the door to that's why our phrase is "Welcome to our world." We wanted to open the door into seeing what happens behind the scenes, like in a place like this. I mean, especially like when we start traveling for this as well, we're gonna vlog all that as well. So you really get to see behind the scenes. You know, and people like us, we watched that stuff when we were younger.
Yeah, sure.
And so it is cool now for us to be doing that.
Facts.
But it also comes with a lot of, you know, obligation. It comes with a lot of, you know, making sure that everything is just right.
Yeah. Time away from family sometimes, sacrifice, man. But yeah.
What is y'all's dream artist or creator you'd love to have record here? for y'all. That's y'all's question therapy. Who you want to collab with? One person.
That's a great question.
No, that boy Kendrick.
Oh,
Kendrick?
that would be dope.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's not enough. It's not right. It's not enough.
you go Super Saiyan
You said
on that shit, bro.
Real Sixers, you know. No, I'm kidding.
If not Kendrick, it'd be NBA young boy.
Ooh, I feel
Right.
NBA, yeah.
I think Post Malone would be cool to work with.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
soon this year. Sneak peek.
I'm being honest. I've never had like a dream artist I've wanted to work with.
Right.
It's crazy to think about, but
Me either, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
it's like I would work with anybody
Yeah.
Mhm.
because I love music no matter what.
Well, of course.
You know?
But when you fanboy out for one,
I know.
Stop lying!
No, honestly, because it's like
Let Beyonce or fucking Nicki Minaj come
I
in
mean,
here. He's gonna be like,
Alicia Keys, though.
yeah, I'll be like, there's no way they walking into EMP.
who would be that one person though?
well, how's there no way though? Wait for that day. You never know, brother. That's the thing.
Drake?
Wait till that day happens.
Justin Bieber for me, that'd be amazing.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, anybody would be a blessing to work with. That's
Sure.
what I'm saying.
For
But it's
sure.
like there's nobody that
He
I
don't
have
wanna
in
answer the
mind.
question.
No,
He doesn't look like a
You don't want to tell us who it is, man. It's gonna be something like Ricky Martin or some shit.
I mean, dead ass.
It's probably like Miley Cyrus or Ariana
No,
Grande.
Yeah,
You
dude.
a Swiftie, bro?
Yeah, it is.
Hip-hop engineer, like,
Hey, no, we fuck with Swiftie around
Shit,
here.
Billie
She has
Eilish
some
can
bangers.
no, because it's
Yeah.
like growing up,
That'd be dope.
I've always been around like people who's always had motion in the game.
Yeah.
So it's like it's nothing to me to be around somebody who has motion in the
Oh
game.
hell no, they're just people. It's just like
Exactly.
fans of their work, like excited to work with them because they do this shit so badass. Yeah,
Answer the question.
because you're a fan of their art, man.
Really, truly, his
You know?
cousin is the
Hey,
owner of.
Hunk, interrogate your nephew.
Hey, his cousin actually is the owner of Rude Boy ENT, Mike Dougie. When that dropped, you know, he knows all of them. You know, Lil Will.
They knew me since I
Zane,
was
that's his
small. So they
Rude
see me
boy
now
ENT.
doing this. They're like, it's a full circle moment. Like it was meant to
I
be.
didn't even fucking press record.
It's all good.
What the fuck, dang, bro.
So we're back. Took a break, eating pizza, drinking Arizona. Okay. We're back with EMP Studios. So, anything else you want to say about your visions for the future?
I think we want to start with the Polaroid thing, man. You want to take that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we had this idea of taking Polaroids of every artist that comes in here, records with us. They get to sign it in any way they want, and we date it. It's just kind of that time keep of like seeing who came through the studio, and honestly, for us, it's a huge accomplishment because this was just in 2 weeks. So you know, who knows how many Polaroids it's gonna be
Damn, that
after
was
that.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even realize that.
No doubt, brother. But we really have built an environment where it's about supporting that, you know, people that are serious about it. That's really the only. If you're serious about it and you're ready to work hard, then.
Yeah. What do you got to say about your video editing skills on here coming up like a week ago?
Oh man, just stay tuned. It's gonna look
Yeah.
like I have. It's gonna look like a whole production. You know, like at least there's 3 other cameramen. You know, that's how I like to get my angles, and that's how I like to position myself, make sure I get everything, because I'm a one-man show.
Mhm.
But you'll see, you know, how I do the inserts and everything. I've been doing it for a long time.
And then, yeah, great
It's
work.
gonna, you know, you're gonna see me turn it up a notch here in a little bit too, especially with the music videos. Like I got so much more knowledge on them, a lot of editing and graphic skills, and you know, you'll just see. Stay tuned.
What about you and your touring therapy?
I was trying to take it day by day.
One day at a time.
One day at a
That's
time.
it. That's the way to do it, man.
One day at a time.
Because
Yeah.
if you're looking at anything else, you're missing those moments, man.
Helps you live in the moment.
Every day is a moment.
What's a day in a life look like for someone running the studio?
Man, so really, you get up, you start your day. I usually come in here. I've got a backlog, man. So I'm still, and I've been able to knock up a lot of that out with these guys. But there also comes the fact that there's also other sessions and things going on. So we only have the one room to work. So having to work that time around shit. It's fortunate, man. We have like it was only me for fucking months, dude. And now we have like 5 engineers. You know what I mean? Like these guys at the core of it, and then we have Polo, who's a badass rock engineer, which he'll be in some of the video. He had that going on. Rob works here kind of with his band and stuff, but he went to Media Tech, and he's you know he's got his thing going. And shit. Who else? I think that's it right now, right? Josh, we talked to another cat that is an instructor at Media Tech that's talking about coming on, man, and there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent in a lot of things, man. Yeah.
What is something people never see on social media but is a huge part of the grind?
Oh man, I think we got that this last week when we were working on Therapy Song, and you heard that part repeatedly, we're not gonna accept.
Thing over and
yeah,
over
we're not gonna
and
accept.
over.
We're the song is gonna fucking tell you, man. Like you're going to hear it, and that's what we listen for. We've gotten really good at listening for that. That's one thing I think. Just not with your eyes, with your ears, man. And it just, yeah, basically when it sits in there right and it's nice and it's what it's supposed to be, it tells you. And you saw that on the video. You saw it just going through it, and we're having conversations and talking, and all of us are fucking focused in on it, waiting for that moment. And then that's the one, bam, you know.
How do you stay creative when you're constantly helping others create?
Be easy on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you need a break, take a break.
Great question.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes with me, you know, with making beats, it's just not the day. So, you know, I go on to something else. I start, you know, focusing on the engineering side as well. But, I mean, you gotta give yourself grace.
Yeah, exactly what he said. Like, if I'm not feeling creative for something I'm doing myself personally, I'll go help somebody else create something personal, like something for them, and that would help me create myself. So I'm like, I like what you did that there. I'm gonna take that and go do it on this.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Therapy?
What's the question?
The question was, how do you stay creative when you're constantly helping others create?
I don't know. I tend a lot of time to my little sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Since I wasn't actually like raised with them, like my two fraternal twin sisters. So yeah, I be around them a lot. You know, like they like my little joy and peace. So like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Punk?
For me, man, I'm always thinking about stuff. You know, I'm
Yeah.
always thinking about what I can do and how I can make something better. You know, so I surprise myself every time. You know, especially whenever I edit a clip or put together like a little short. Then I'm like, I want to do more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's just every day looking at my old works and just wanting to get better every day, and which I am getting better every day. So it's like it's just self-motivation,
Yeah.
And that's how I stay creative. And plus, doing this by myself, I can do it. I can do whatever I want to do, and make it look however I want it to look. Like right now, there is no limit now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just up from here. Invest in more cameras, mics, lightings, so I can just kind of help the production in the set a little bit better, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Nice,
I
man.
will say one thing that Matt really pushes as well is family.
Mm-hmm.
So family's at the forefront of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if your family life at home is not functioning how it should, you're not going to be focused here. So for a lot of us, taking that break is seeing family, because we're in here so many hours of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So that little break and back to humanity and back to the world, that kind of gives you that reset, like he was saying.
Yeah. What do you think?
Man, those are all great. That's a great question. Those are all great fucking answers, man. Man, to me, music is just in my head. I hear it all the time and shit. And like, I would say like being here. You know what I mean? Like if I wasn't here doing it, blessed as hell to be doing it for a living. I would be at home doing it fucking for free, all the time, you know what I mean? Like I'm always wanting to create or do something. Like I fell in love with this side of it, like being a recording performing artist since 19, I was out there as an artist for a lot of years. I did a lot of that. I had those experiences, man, but when I got on this side of the board, just being able to get in a headspace with other artists and fucking help them create something that they envision, and then getting to see how so many different human beings create, like it makes you proud to be human, it's like it's killer, man. And just that shit, I feel like I'm constantly inspired more than anything. Like it's not so much of a challenge, it's really that we get to create even more. We get to work on all these fucking records, and all these projects and wear all these hats and do it. So
I feel like that ties into everything. You're creating the music, you're creating the lyrics, you're creating the videos and the editing.
mm-hmm.
And ties into what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And I'm here creating interviews.
Sure, but everybody, in the same way, everybody also interacts and has a hand in all of it too, other shit, so it's like there's an overlap as well, like, but organically everybody kind of had a specialty. They felt that way. Everybody just came. It was like that. Once we had the moment, and I guess however it was supposed to be, it was right. It's been a whirlwind since, man. So we're lucky.
How do y'all deal with a burnout or creator's block?
Fucking, the only time I've felt burnout, man, was I guess just all the months of really grinding until these guys got here. Like, yeah, like right there, right up against that, man. But then when they got here and I could actually trust, like, they got that shit if I need to rest. Man, I feel like I got rested up. Like, there was a weekend where I was pretty much out of there, you know what I mean? And, but I came back just like, I could, feeling normal again, man.
What do y'all have to learn to become successful at what y'all are all doing?
Patience.
Yeah.
Patience.
Discipline.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency, patience.
Shyness.
Shyness?
I was-
You pointing at me?
No, I'm just.
I am shy.
Opening up to other people's ideas.
Yeah.
That's hard sometimes.
Yeah. Mine was perspective, man. I was saying to them, like if you think that you have to be somewhere, like you haven't made it in music until you've accomplished this thing, then you're always looking at that thing, and you don't realize that only a small percentage of the population even gets to come in here and record a song like you did. And even get better, you know what I mean? Something like that. Like, if you've actually started to create music in any form and done that at a commercial place like this, and you have something that you want to put out and that people are going to hear it across the world, you've already fucking made it. You know what I mean? You've made it. Then everything else is just a level. Where are you going to take that journey? How are you going to handle it? If you want to keep it alive, then you have to do these things. You know what I mean? But you've made it. You've started a business now. You've hit the ground. Where is it going to take you?
I was thinking, I know y'all started the weekly mix. Is there anything else you thought about starting you haven't yet?
Really, man, I want to do a lot of things, of course. Well, I think we all do, but I think it's super important to make sure that the things that you are doing, you can do them at a high level. So it's like, I don't want to take on too much shit. I want to really work with the people we're working with and focus on those things and do it and make sure we keep up with the clientele. Eventually, though, I think people are going to join the fold and be able to alleviate some of those things, just how it's proved to be, you know what I mean? Everybody's kind of come in and taken things on and off of that. But yeah, there's a lot of things and I've been able to do a lot of things over a career, man. Like this is 22 years for me now, man. 2003, I made my first album in Austin, you know what I mean? And was signed to an independent label, like on an artist development deal, and fucking being able to do those kind of things. So there's really moments, and this is just set up to poised to really be one, a special one. So
I think what y'all have been doing here has been amazing. I mean, I like it. I come here a lot. We're going to try to shoot for once a week, at least. I mean, it's really
exactly.
busy.
That's the way you stay steady at it, man. You're just progressing and you're doing your thing, and it keeps you fed. Because as soon as you put it down, you're gonna have something else take that time, But if you want to experience music, and it's a ride, man, for sure. But it's fucking fun, and very few people actually get to do that, man. So take that ride and just stay on it. It's just chip away at it, man. Sometimes it goes faster than you think.
I feel like everyone in this room is blessed to actually even be in this room.
Facts.
To record, have money to record, to have motion, to have streams.
To have chemistry.
Yeah. It takes a lot. With no egos. You see how basketball teams be fighting on their benches.
Yeah. I think everybody knows it's bigger than us.
Yeah.
Honestly, and it's getting to a point now that it's really bigger than us. So, it wasn't because I said this thing needs to happen and this thing needs to happen. It was because I met Amari, you showed up, and Bucket said I want to be here. You know what I mean? But Christian's been fucking every day, man, working his ass off. You know what I mean, on that shit. And and then from there, it just organically everybody kind of fell. We had a session with a hardcore punk band, and I met a badass hip hop artist that I get to collaborate with. You know what I mean? Which really, he's universal, man. But an artist that I'm inspired to work with. Like it makes me do my best work because it's badass.
Yeah.
And all that just kind of happened because it was supposed to happen. It feels like it's a fucking ego, man. We were all gifted to meet each other and work the way we're working and create the stuff we're doing.
Yeah. Before we end, is there anything else you like to say?
No, man. Other than this has been awesome, and I appreciate you taking the time, brother. And
before we end, we're gonna do 5 things y'all can't live without. So go ahead.
Oh shit.
Start it, man. Coors Light.
I could live with that if I. It was kind of sucked for a couple weeks, but no, honestly, Pro Tools. No.
Pro Tools.
You never thought I'd say that shit. No. EMP Studios, man. My wife Stephanie, even though she can be a pain in the ass sometimes, I definitely can't live without her. She's like,
That's love.
No, she's my friend, man. She's an awesome human being, and I've been able to do all these things because she's been hella supportive and always believed in me, man. So, you know, if you got somebody in this world that's like, I got your back, I see you, you know what I mean? That's power, brother. So, her, my son, and or I guess family could probably be one, but you know, those are definitely there. My mom's, family and music.
Yeah. What about you, Unc? 5 things.
5 things. So, God, my family, music, videos, and a phone. I definitely I can't live without this.
Yeah.
Those 5 things right there.
Therapy.
Yeah.
God, family, music, words.
Hell yeah.
Like books.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
And like video games.
Christian.
I say God, my wife. Shout out to my wife, love you, babe.
He loves you.
My son, my family, which includes them, and music.
Music. Poppy.
Can't live without.
Adderall.
No, honestly, God, my mom and my sister, my dog Poppy. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Poppy Jr.
Yeah. It's P-A-W-P-I. So,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's great.
Music, and if it had to be a materialistic thing, I guess this bracelet.
Crujan bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them where it's from. Tell them where the bracelet is from.
It's a Crujan bracelet from St. Croix, the Virgin Islands.
Hell yeah.
From
The Virgin Islands.
Virgin Island, VI. Yeah.
Shit. Well, it's a big shout out to EMP Studios, not just for what they're building, but for creating space for voices to be heard. If you're in the Fort Worth area and looking to create, you need to tap in with them. Appreciate everyone who's coming and watched this video, and I appreciate y'all having me here.
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, my man.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Time to go see some ass.